a round of applause. One round, guys, one round. Too much. He's Irish, otherwise he's gonna think he made it, you know. Too many clubs he reminds in his family. What's going on here? Before I start my routine, I was just so confused. Why you're so racist? You put all of the black people in one line. Or did they put themselves together like this? Like Rosa Parks would be so upset. Next time I want you only one line here. I really don't know if it's like an episode of Law and Order or it's just the porn that I watch. It's just, seriously, I watch a lot of porn. I shouldn't start with porn, but you know, I miss my family and I start to miss, like, you notice that you miss your family through the porn that you watch, right? And I'm watching a lot of incest porn. I'm trying to reenact porns now, you know. Only the part, obviously incest porn, right? Only the part where my mother says, I'm proud of you, son. It's just, I'm trying to reenact that part of the porn. I realize I'm gonna be a mentor in my life. I wanna become a mentor because I was stuck in bus and the police came and they found a shotgun. And I was like, who's the fucking idiot who forgot a shotgun inside of a bus? Probably he's a terrorist. And I want to be their mentor. I want to scream at him and say, their life depends on you, man. Their life depends on you. I really want to become that mentor. I was like, seriously, can you be that idiot to forget a gun inside of a bus? Seriously. I don't know, I'm so disgusted by this country, I'm so upset, I'm sick of it, I don't know. But everyone is sick of it, everyone is sick of this country. You created the riots, you've been amazing. I'm just jealous, guys, I'm just jealous. I'm jealous because you can create such a good thing when you're racist, and you're so good at it. And in Italy, we are not able to organize anything. Like, even a birthday ends up with a stabbing. It's just, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of drugs, and I'm an addict. You're welcome. I take the drugs like this. You don't take it. I've been sober for a bit. Please give me a round of applause. I've been sober for the past 2 hours, and it's going great. No, I've been sober for the past 5 years, and it's so hard to say 5 years when you relapse every day. No, seriously, I've been sober, and but last week, 2 weeks ago, I relapsed, and I tried cocaine again after 5 years, and it was disgusting, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Did you make it nut-free, almond-free? What's going on with this fucking vegan cocaine? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, before in the early 2000s, you would buy cocaine, you would have a line, you would become the prime minister of this fucking country, right? Now, after 30 minutes, am I thinking of cleaning my house? I just go outside in the street hugging an homeless dude and say, why my mother never loved me? Which is not true, I'm joking about it. I fucked him. I'm so sad, you know, Trump won, and my dead grandmother voted for him, so I was upset. I was doing the Ouija, why did you vote for him? And she was like, it's not me, it's a fake vote. I don't know. And this is happening even in Italy. In Italy we have Giorgia Meloni, which is Trump number 2. Well, Trump with a vagina. Like, Trump touches vagina, she touches herself, and she's like, I've got control of everyone's vagina. I'm getting so upset. Now, even surrogacy is illegal in my country. You know, it's a universal crime, surrogacy. It's when you rent a uterus. Well, if you say you're renting a uterus, I'm against you. Like, renting a uterus is not nice. But in the same time, you can't give 25 years for someone who wants a kid, right? You can't give like, pedophile has 9 years. Seriously, if you really want to go to the route of surrogacy, you're in Italy, you get caught, please fuck that fetus. Fuck that fetus. Anyway, you're gonna end up in jail, man. You're gonna end up in jail and your cellmate probably is gonna be a pedophile. He's gonna be a pedophile, and you know he's gonna ask you why you're in jail. And you're gonna say, I wanted a kid. And then you're gonna ask him why you're in jail. And he's gonna say, I want a kid too. It's ridiculous. In Italy, even if you're well-behaved and you're a pedophile, you're well-behaved, you can leave jail earlier than the years. How can you prove that you're well-behaved if you're a pedophile in a prison full of men, not kids? What's going on? Where it's like, is the captain of the prison is like, I brought my son to school and he didn't look at my kids, so I guess he's not a pedophile anymore. Probably your son is ugly. Bring someone nice. Bring someone nice, like a nice kid, like a wealthy kid. I don't know. It's like, you know, when Phil Scofield he went for ITV in this desert island for 4 weeks, right? To prove to everyone that he doesn't touch kids anymore. Bring a fucking kid in that island. Bring a kid in the island. For 4 weeks, 4 weeks, if you would bring a kid in the island, and I would be the only one in that desert island, I'm not pedophile, but after 4 weeks, I would my thing to touch a kid. If it was the only thing, just to eat him, at least. Not like Phil Scofield, probably was thinking to eat his asshole, but that's different. I found it ridiculous, I found it upsetting, and I had to look for it, I had to Google it, you know. You know how expensive it is, because the entire dialogue is like we are making money out of a uterus and out of a pussy, like we never made money out of pussies. Look at him. But the only idea, I looked on the internet, the most expensive uterus to rent is in China. China? Are you kidding me? Like, pug are expensive because there's no main pug around. You know how many Chinese kids there are? They should give it for free. They should give it for, I'm so sorry, it's not about racism. But also, I'm thinking like, you know, the cheapest uterus that you can rent? Ukrainian. Didn't prove, fighting for 30 years with Russia, that those uteruses are strong and powerful? No? I don't know, then if I ever have to think, I hate kids, but if I ever want to rent a uterus, it must be from Ukraine or Gaza. One of these two places. I feel like these uteruses are strong and powerful. I'll say. I thought about killing myself this week. Because my mother is never proud of me. My mother is never proud of me, and I always try to be proud of my mother. My mother's Ethiopian. My mother's Ethiopian. You might see, you see me white. Yes, I'm a white boy with a big dick, and that will tell you that I'm a black person inside. But my mother's Ethiopian, and you know, if you ever have a mother from Africa, she would never be proud of you, no matter what you're gonna do in your life. You can be an astronaut. You're not a doctor. You can be a doctor. You're not an astronaut. You can cure diseases in fucking Mars, creating hospitals and curing, like, shooting heroin in someone's foreheads. I don't know what doctors do because I'm an idiot, you can tell. I don't know how to read. But she would never be proud of you, you know? And my mother had also, if you're asking me, because there's black people, I need to clarify. If you're asking me, my mother's black, my mother was black, and now she has the same disorder that Michael Jackson had. She's a pedophile. And, she has vitiligo, so that skin that, you know, slyly, throughout times you become racist. And throughout time she became racist. More she became white, more she became racist. It was shocking throughout the years. She now forgotten that she was African, and she's like, those black people come into my country, and I'm like, bitch. I'm the white one in this family. Let me remind you where you've come from. But yeah, all of this heaviness, I thought about killing myself. I genuinely thought about killing myself. And then I thought, the logistic, because you have to think about the logistic. The logistic is, am I gonna be buried in Italy? Am I gonna be buried in the UK? At least in Italy, they're gonna bring me flowers. But in the same time, I'm gonna have my mom. She's gonna be in front of my grave, and she's gonna be like, I know he was weak in her study as an astronaut. He's a weak one. I'm trying new material anyway. It's a weak one. I'm going to the end of this because, it's like when you think about killing yourself, it's about trauma. And do you remember your trauma? It's the first time that you ever had a trauma in your life. Yeah, it was hard and horrible. I was 4. I fell down off a bike. I cut myself and I was bleeding. I started crying. I went home. My niece looked at me and she said, Antonio, don't cry. If you cry, you're normal, And this sentence, if I don't cry, I'm not a man, I had to keep it. I had kept it throughout my life. If everything would happen in my life, I kept it bottled up in me. So I was enough of a man if I would cry, And I didn't have the emotional maturity to say to her, shut up, bitch, give me a fucking plaster. But in the moment I realized that every time you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. Wars are happening. People are dying. And there's always a dumb prime minister saying, oh, we need to keep moving forward, right? No one says to them, shut up, bitch, give them a plaster. This has happened to my father. My father died of cancer. And because he was such a man, he never complained. He never complained, and then he died out of cancer. Probably if he wasn't a man enough, he would have complained, we would find a solution, and we would be alive right now, and it would be also him disappointed on me. But all I'm saying, probably would be gay now that he didn't complain. I would be like, oh, mama, I don't know. Anyway, all I'm saying is that we need to keep moving forward only when we assess our trauma, always when we put our plaster on our cut and we stop bleeding. Thank you very much. My name is Antonio.